There's a Chinese proverb that says, "One picture is worth 10,000 words." And when I think about movies I've seen that had a big impact on me and how they shaped the way I think about life and the world around me, one film that comes to mind is Requiem for a Dream. It's based on the novel of the same title by Hubert Selby Jr. This movie is dark, painful, and scary, but at the same time, it's beautiful in its own way. The film follows a three-act structure where the gradual change in mood and tone is hinted through the cinematography. It studies the characters' deterioration through the periods of summer, fall, and winter. The hopeful, energetic atmosphere of summer gives way to a bleak and depressing winter as the characters hit rock bottom. The use of warm colors in their clothing and natural sunlight for most of the summer scenes evokes a sliver of hope for a positive resolution to the characters' journeys. It allows the audience to think things might not end in tragedy. But this changes, and it's best reflected through Sarah's apartment. Her naturally sunlit rooms transform into dull and claustrophobic gray-blue spaces as her addiction grows. Throughout the film, the audience are subjected to the characters' decisions as they partake in their addictions. We follow their lives along a subjective view of all the situations they face and the consequences of their actions. It feels as if we ourselves are either partaking along with them, or we are peeping into their personal lives, right down into the darkest hidden corners. We watch them make one mistake after another without the option of lending a helping hand. All we can do is witness their lives descend into desolation. The composition of the film, captured brilliantly by cinematographer Matthew Libatique, uses different perspectives throughout with various camera techniques. At the beginning, we are introduced to Sarah Goldfarb and Harry Goldfarb as they bicker from two separate rooms. Sarah locks herself in the closet while Harry is in the living room, trying to take her television set. She had chained it up to keep him from taking it. Even if she confesses she did this to protect it from robbers, it can also be seen as her being chained to her addiction to television. Her obsession with television and the idea of fame already controls her. It's not a setup for future addiction, it's a visual statement that she's already lost in it, which the average audience might not immediately notice. This scene is interesting because it's depicted by a split screen. We see Sarah in the closet, while Harry is in the living room. We see both of their reactions, how they try to make one another feel guilt, and how she is afraid of him. It also represents that they have a split relationship. Another split screen is used when Harry and Marion have an intimate encounter. We see them separately on the screen, and the way they are touching each other is unintimate. There are also a number of wide-angle shots in the beginning of the film. For example, when Harry and Tyrone were pushing the television along the streets of Coney Island to pawn it for drugs. The wide-angle shots used here do more than just portray location. They give a sense that we are not yet in the thick of things. The moment Harry and Tyrone pass the back of the Coney Island amusement park and the roller coaster tracks appear above them. It's one of many subtle hints that the characters and we as viewers are about to go on a roller coaster ride. Montages are also used extensively. They appear whenever a character partakes in their addictions. There are even split-screen montages to differentiate between two characters partaking in separate addictions at the same moment. These montages consist of random images and sounds that give the viewer an understanding of what a quick fix is, how simple it seems, and what the characters are taking. There's no need for dialogue because the visuals and sounds communicate it clearly. Each montage caters specifically to the character's addiction. For Harry, Marion, and Tyrone, it involves illegal narcotics, money, and cigarettes. For Sarah, the montages involve watching television, eating excessively, and taking diet pills and speed pills to control weight. We see another subtle message in a scene of Harry and Marion on the bed, slowly zooming out and spiraling. It hints that their lives are spinning out of control. Their dialogue expresses love, but they stare straight up, hardly making contact. This shows they are more self-focused, and their relationship is not as whole as they want it to be. Some of these shots were done with a Snoracam, a small camera strapped to the subject so that when they move, they remain in the center while the background moves. This gives a realistic sense of the character's experience. This is used when Tyrone runs away after other drug dealers are gunned down. He is covered in blood and terrified until the cops capture him. It's also used when Marion does the walk of shame after sleeping with Arnold for money. She walks down the corridor, through the elevator, and outside in the rain and pukes. Point of view shots are used extensively, giving the perspective from the character's level. High-angle shots look down on a subject, giving belittlement, like Marion in the elevator or bathroom. Low-angle shots look up, offering false hope, like Harry and Tyrone in the car going to Florida. As the film escalates, colors become duller and darker. Characters often wear dark clothing, signaling no turning back. The only bright colors appear in dream sequences. Sarah dreams of herself in the red dress on the Month of Fury show, happy and cheered on. Harry dreams of Marion on the pier, happy and running towards her, only to be interrupted. For a brief moment, Harry realizes he should leave addiction behind, but the downward spiral drags him and Marion apart. Towards the ending, Harry runs towards Marion again. He falls backward into darkness in a dirty alley, showing his life has collapsed. At the climax, all four characters are in the fetal position. It's a horrible ending for them, but compositionally, it works. They confront the consequences of addiction, showing that abuse can consume both the body and the mind. The camera techniques guide the narrative, letting us experience the story more vividly than words ever could. The moment the climax ends, you can breathe again, feeling both exhausted and relieved. This is emotional release, bringing us back to the reality outside the film, which brings the proverb from the beginning full circle. One picture is worth 10,000 words.